4 on the ground. Smith, a huge hole over the left side, showing the burners. Abram Smith, no one's gonna get him. Touchdown, DC Defenders.
Welcome to XFL Today, and it's a great day to talk football. Coming up on the show, we're going to have highlights, reaction, and analysis from all the 3 games that were played. Y'all got to stay tuned for that. And then we have the Seattle Sea Dragons leading receiver, Jahcour Pearson, joining the show, and he's going to talk everything football with us. And then since it's bracket season, why don't we have a best month bracket? We'll need your help in the chat to decide on a championship as we figure out which month is the best. And we're taking you all the way to kickoff. We got the Renegades versus the Brahmas. That matchup is going to be a fun one to talk about. So we'll give you betting advice and everything else that you need to know in between. Hello and welcome to XFL Today. I am your host, Skubie Mageza today, and we got Arda Ocal filling in for Jason Fitz. You know, he needed a day off. The guy's been working really hard lately. And then,
no, he hasn't. Don't hang on.
And you guys know this dude right here, Joseph.
He works hard.
Joey G, our dude in the YouTube chat, chatting up everything that you guys want to talk about. And in the YouTube chat, we're going to be talking about a couple different things already. What you got up in there for us?
The YouTube chat is back, ladies and gentlemen. And hey, listen, let's be honest. Your bracket's busted. Your bracket's busted. I didn't do a bracket, but we're going to be doing our own bracket today on XFL. What
you didn't do a bracket?
No, it's...
Come on.
Hey, listen.
The guy said
the only guy in America.
It's un-American not to do a bracket now.
I don't know.
The only guy.
We'll get to that later. But anyways, we're doing our best month bracket. We have a poll up in the YouTube chat right now. Pick between October and November. What is the better month? Skubie, I believe we have highlights.
Oh, yeah. And we're going to get it started with our first highlight. It was a great game, y'all. DC versus St. Louis. Undefeated DC Defenders taking on the St. Louis Battlehawks. And we're going to start this game in the second quarter. Defenders trailing by 3. Abram Smith, the #1 overall pick in the XFL draft on the opening drive, takes the ball all the way to the end zone, making reservations for 6. Listen to find out who taught Abram Smith how to run the ball.
That's the longest run in the XFL this season. What are your thoughts on that?
Hey, shout out to my mama teaching me how to run. Yes, ma'am. Love you, mama.
Got to shout out to mamas. Defenders take the 8-3 lead. Still in the second quarter. Less than 3 minutes remaining. A.J. McCarron looking for a receiver, but the ball is popped out from behind. And oh my gosh, it's a hot potato. Monte Nicholson gets the fumble. That's Mintez's second tackle of the game. He's the one who forced the fumble. Defenders came to play, playing defense as they usually do. Now on the third, defenders leading 14-6. Smith is not done yet. We're going to see him get the rock here. This dude was a problem at Baylor. Led the Big 12 in rushing, and now he's doing the same in the XFL. 70 yards into the end zone. He finished with 23 carries, 218 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Listen to his mindset on one-on-one.
One-on-one, like you said, man, you might have to take the jersey off, go to the tunnel. Man, oh yeah, one-on-one with me and the safety, me and whoever, we'll make it count every time.
Less than 7 minutes remaining in the third. Battlehawks with the ball, trailing by 14. McCarron. Arda, you see that?
Okay.
George Campbell with the one-handed grab. I see you doing it, my boy. It's now 20-12. Fourth quarter. Battlehawks trailing 28-12. You know they're their comeback team. McCarron. The dude can play. And he can throw. Magic McCarron doing the thing again. 50 yards to Stephen Mitchell. Defenders fans cannot believe it. What a throw by McCarron here. Just check it out, Arda.
That fan is beside himself. Did you see that? It's hilarious.
Absolutely. We have a game here. Less than 1 minute remaining. McCarron looking down the field now. Y'all remember Michael Joseph? The guy who said McCarron would make a mistake? When they played them at home and McCarron made a mistake again, the former Chicago Bear, you know they have good DBs out in Chicago, and he's still representing here in the XFL.
We always party in the end zone, so we're going to have the party outside for my birthday tomorrow, March 19th. We got to turn up.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to Michael Joseph. Defenders remaining undefeated, 28-20, the final score in this one. And woo, that's fun to watch. Arda, you got some extra points.
Extra points. Battlehawks fans lead the way in the best fan base in the XFL conversation. St. Louis is the gateway to the West, and St. Louis fans want to be the gateway to football in the city. Set the league attendance record during the home opener. Keep showing up in droves week after week. Just don't say the wrong city name during a penalty call, and you'll be just fine to the St. Louis fans. How about Abram Smith? Went to Baylor, cup of coffee with the Saints, landed on his feet with the DC Defenders in the XFL. Ran for 217 yards, 3 touchdowns in Saturday's Defenders win over the Battlehawks. Not bad for a guy who wanted to give up football when he was young because he said tackling wasn't fun.
Man, they tried to tell him he was too slow in the NFL. He looked fast there, Arda.
He certainly did. Had a great game. Look at that. Are you kidding me? See you later. Goodbye. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Big Week 6 matchup between Houston and DC on Monday, March 27, 7 p.m. Eastern start. That will be on ESPN 2 and ESPN Plus. First meeting of the season between the leaders of the XFL North and South. Defenders are perfect, 5-0. They face the Roughnecks, who stumbled in Week 5. We'll show you those highlights later in the show. But Skubie, that's going to be a fun one.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Monday night doesn't get any better than that because we all know here at ESPN we love our Monday night football. But Arda, my big takeaway from that game is that we're halfway through the season now, right? So we got to start looking towards the playoffs. And for those that don't know, we have 2 divisions in the XFL. There's a North and there's a South division, and only the top 2 teams get to go to the playoffs. The North, y'all, is a straight-up gauntlet. Just taking a look at what we got over here, because we got DC leading in there, then we got St. Louis, and then we got Seattle. St. Louis and Seattle have the same record, and just looking ahead to next week, St. Louis has Vegas on the road, Seattle has Orlando on the road. Those should be easy dubs. But as Arda just mentioned, Houston has DC on Monday night, which is making this real interesting at the top of that bracket in the North, the top 2 teams to be able to go to the playoffs. We're halfway there.
Could this be a preview of the championship?
Ooh. It just might be, because we've seen these 2 teams be the best in the XFL. And the beauty about this, we only got 8 teams, about 10 games. We don't get to see as much, but I like to consider this as a championship game.
That's going to be fun. The vibe will be there, right? Like, you got 2 teams, 4-1, 5-0. They're playing against each other, the best in one division, the best in the other division, meeting up. You know it's going to be tight.
Yeah, great defenses from both sides, and their offenses are really starting to click. And you got some coaches who really seem to have their rosters together. But now, let's take a look at what our other team online is doing. Joey G, what's going on in the chat right now?
Hey, Royalty Gamers, a consistent, probably the most consistent fan in the YouTube chat.
Our boy right there.
Hey, what's up?
Loves the show. Hey, he just complimented your guys' kicks.
Oh, okay.
You got some pretty good kicks.
Scubie's whole getup, though? Hey, you got some nice kicks, too. Look at Scubie's get. Are you kidding me? This man's the most color-coordinated man at ESPN. Like, look at this. It's amazing.
Yeah, some light.
But anyways, Royalty mentions that the Vegas Vipers, with their win, are one of the dark horse teams in the XFL for the rest of the season.
Wow.
That's a bold prediction.
How do you like that?
I like that a lot, because with the way that Luis Perez is playing and the overall construction of that roster, it does have a lot of former NFL players there. They can definitely make some noise. But Arda, let's move on to the next highlight, because we got to continue going with the action that we've already seen happen.
Yeah, and speaking of the Vipers, why don't we get there? Somebody's O must go. Both teams winless going into this one.
That was
but
me
the
last
fans
night
didn't really
after
care.
winning in roulette. That was my reaction.
Are both these teams eligible for Connor Bedard? That's my one hockey joke here. I promise. That's the last one. This is Luis Perez. Throws for 35 yards to Jeff Bedette for a touchdown. Vikers lead 8-7. That's a Viper mask, but do you have one of those, Skubie?
I wish.
So do we. We should wear those. Give that to Fitz next week. Got Sean Price, 3-yard touchdown, second quarter. Vegas leads the Guardians 14-7. That's the jacket that I would buy if I won at roulette.
Oh, that is fancy.
Later in the second quarter, Quinten Dormady drops back 25-yard pass to Charleston Rambo. Vegas leads 17-13. Have a listen to this.
Pass interference! Touchdown!
One more. How about that? Dormady finds Cody Latimer for a deep 31-yard pass. Here it comes. He sees what he likes, and he likes what he sees. Oh, what a grab.
Oh, my
Skubie,
Lord.
how about this grab? He goes all the way up in the air.
Perfect ball, outside high. You have a mismatch with your oversized receiver. Get up top and get it on his head.
31-yard pass, first and goal for the Guardians. Devin Darrington will find his way to the end zone. Vipers still hold the lead, though, 29-25. This game's competitive.
Orlando putting up numbers. It was the highest scoring game this season, Arda.
Guardians go for a successful one-point attempt, captured by Darrington. Vipers
Get in there. Get in there.
29-26. Have a listen.
Unbelievable response by your offense driving down there. Things have seemed different since 12's been in the game.
Yes, we scored 14 points. That's why he's still in there. Now we need to get the defense to respond.
Skubie, I love that honesty.
Yeah.
He's in because he's scoring. Why else do you think, huh? Come on. That's Badet, touchdown, second of the game, 35-26 at this point. 1:18 left in the fourth. This game was exciting. Dormady finds Latimer for a 45-yard touchdown pass. What a play! What a play! Vipers lead by 3. Guardians would say, you know what? We need a little bit more points, so we're electing a 3. See the 3? He flashed it up there. He's like, we got to get 3-point play here, okay? We got to do this. But the Vipers' defense stopped that from happening.
That was huge.
Oh, boy.
But guess what we got in the XFL? A chance to go for it on 4th and 15, but
Except this was the most Orlando way to finish a game.
yeah.
Like, what happened here? And that's how it ended.
False start, number 77, Fence. That foul has a 10-second subtraction. The game is over.
Yeah. So Orlando remains winless, and the Vipers win 35-32, your final.
Yeah, when I look at this game, my extra points has to start with Quinten Dormady because he's a bad man. If you remember, he was a quarterback who was cut from the team for sharing his playbook with other teams in the XFL hub because they all stay in the same place together. The investigation determined that there was no wrongdoing, and he was reinstated on Wednesday and played damn near a perfect game. 22 for 25, 256 yards, and 2 touchdowns. What? I see you, Dormady, doing it. And then let's not forget about Luis Perez, a.k.a. YouTube. For those that don't know, Perez learned how to play the quarterback position through YouTube. Of course. And after being benched for a couple of games, Arda, he gets back in and he's doing the dang thing. This dude balled out 20 for 28, 269 yards and 3 touchdowns. His second game with 3+ passing touchdowns this season. He joined Brandon Silvers in that category. And then Cody Latimer. He had his coming out game. You saw him make that big grab. The dude had 8 receptions, 124 yards, and a touchdown. 124 yards, that's the most receiving yards in a game this season. However, after catching that 45-yard bomb to put them within 3 points, you're about to see it. I don't know what happened. They needed to go for it on 4th and 15, and Latimer decided, I'm too gassed. I'm going to stay on the sideline. Orlando could not convert. They needed you out there, Latimer. Come on. It was a missed opportunity, but still a great game by them.
So in the Basement Bowl, Vegas wins. Some big comments in the chat, in our YouTube chat. Thank you for being there. What did you think of Vegas's performance, and what do you think about them for the rest of the way?
I think my biggest takeaway from this game, including Vegas's performance, is that they are a good team, and they've found something in Luis Perez. And overall, what this game really pointed out to me is it doesn't matter what your name is. It doesn't matter how much you're getting paid. The XFL
wait,
truly
if you're going to say that, you got to do it like The Rock. It doesn't matter what your name is.
It doesn't matter what much you get paid. But it truly is the intersection between dreams and opportunities, because a guy like Quinten Dormady lost his opportunity, kicked off the team, gets back on Wednesday, and has this type of game for an offense that's been struggling the entire season. He had that opportunity and showed out. And then Luis Perez, he replaced Brett Huntley. Brett Huntley is the highest paid player in the XFL. And then Quinten Dormady replaces Paxton Lynch, a former first-round pick. It truly is a league of opportunity because they don't care if you're a first-rounder or the highest paid. The best player is going to get a chance.
Head down and do the work. It pays off.
All right. Well, let's get to the next highlight and keep on going through this thing. We got the Seattle Sea Dragons taking on the Houston Roughnecks, and the fans were amped. We're going to start in the first quarter. Seattle facing a 3rd and short. Ben DiNucci finds the XFL's leading receiver, Jahcour Pearson. He'll be on the show later on. DiNucci then decides to do it himself here. 20 yards to the crib. Get in there. And he gets his team on the board first. Late first quarter, Houston on the move. Bryson Allween says, I got all speed. Boom. He's a runner. He's a track star. Hey, check this out. He does a backflip in the end zone, but the play comes back for holding.
Oh, no.
But we just had to show y'all because he did a backflip. It was cool. Why not? Houston on the move. And they get stopped. A.J. Smith not happy after the fumble. Seattle looking to take advantage. DiNucci finds his guy once again. Pearson for 22 yards. And then on 3rd and long, DiNucci caught rocks there if you saw it. Ends up getting picked off. What did you see there?
What did you see to come up with that interception?
I seen a quarterback do a duck, so I shot it down and grabbed it. The pass rush and coverage run together. So, as long as we're working together, we feed off each other, we come up with plays like that.
Quack, quack, talk that talk. Fast forward, DiNucci finds the dude again. This dude is cold. Forget the size, he's a baller. 33 yards for you, 1st and goal now. DiNucci creating time. Oh yeah, this dude, they call him the Patrick Mahomes of the XFL. I don't know, I'm just saying. Damian Willis, again for 9 yards, 12-0 Seattle. DiNucci going for the 3-point conversion here. Seattle ends up getting it. It don't matter if he has 2 dudes on him. First 3-point conversion in the XFL since week 2. 3rd quarter, just not Houston's day. Forced the punt. Tuzar Skipper blocks the punt. Seattle recovers. Listen, special teams are getting to be a key point in the XFL. Check out this play here where he gets picked off. DiNucci, his 4th interception of the season. Jahcour Pearson was wide open at the bottom of the screen. If you don't see it, he was not happy. Just kindly tells the camera to go away. 4th quarter, Houston still scoreless. They were the highest scoring team in the league, and they needed a break, and they get one. Pass interference on Quinterio Cole in the end zone. Gives Houston the ball at the 1-yard line, and Max Borghi punches it in. I call him the CMC of the XFL. Seattle looking to close it. DiNucci. Let's make a play. But this dude is back at it again. Eugene Harris, 3rd interception of the game for DiNucci, who is pissed at Josh Gordon here because he ran the wrong route. Harris's 5th interception of the season. Seattle back with the ball. Hammond rushes for 11 to the 3, carrying dudes because he lifts. Next play, Seattle runs it to Darius Bradwell. He gets it in the end zone. It's 21-6 Seattle. Houston, not dead. Brandon Silvers, the XFL's top QB coming in. Ends up finding Justin Smith. Oh my Lord. 47 yards. This game is not over. They got to go for the 2-point conversion here to make it a 7-point game. And they get it.
4th and 15.
We know what they got to do.
Brandon, find your one-on-one and give me trips left up, red 5 verticals.
Go!
4th and 15. Silvers ends up finding his receiver, Deontay Burnett, for 17 yards. Houston needs a miracle. Do they get one? Yes! It's pass interference. 31-yard penalty. Seattle can't challenge. 5 seconds left. Silvers, what are we doing? Let's make a play. Pass is tipped. Lands right in Nico Lowell's hands. The game is over. What a barn burner there. The XFL has been delivering. That is 21-14, the final.
Extra points from me. Watch them whip. Watch him, Ajene. Ajene Harris leads the XFL in interceptions with 5. If I'm an opposing quarterback, I'm not throwing the ball in the same zip code as this guy. Way too dangerous. He is all over the place. And he was in this game as well. All season long, he has been getting the job done. Final 2 minutes of this game is one of the things you show to people that don't watch the XFL to make them fans. I was watching this game live, glued to the screen. 4th and 15 rule, bring it everywhere. It is absolutely dramatic entertainment television. Appointment viewing. You'll tune into this if you know that it's happening. It was absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
Gets the first down, like all the sequence of events, Skubie. This is awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I hope the NFL picks up some of this stuff.
Unbelievable. A lot of fun in the final 2 minutes there. Tuzar's skipper, Bronx native, has a few jerseys in his closet, including Monroe College and Toledo. Blocked the punt late in the third quarter. One of 2 in the game for Seattle against Houston. Also had a sack in the game. 4th in the league overall with 4.
Well, now we bring in the guy that we've been talking about throughout that entire highlight. The XFL's leading wide receiver, Jahcour Pearson, now joins XFL Today. Much appreciated for coming in here to conversate with us, buddy. And congratulations on the win and congratulations on a great season. Your story's really interesting. A lot of people know you from that one-on-one competition for destroying at Ford Field. Real quick question, what's it been like to go from where you were then to where you are now?
It's been really a fun experience, going to all those events and then now playing in the XFL is a great opportunity for players that are in my position.
All right, man, we've seen the things that you have done on this field, and your whole journey has been one of an underdog story. We love to see short guy being able to make plays, but another short guy that's made a lot of plays is Tyreek Hill. We've seen on the internet that you supposedly run a 4.26 40. Can you tell us if that is true or not? What about your speed in that 40, man?
Nah, yeah, I definitely run the 4.2 40.
Amazing.
All right.
That's incredible.
And
Go ahead.
Tell Tyreek Hill know about me. Tell him I'm trying to race.
The gauntlet is thrown. You hear that?
That was going to be our next. All right, that was going to be our next questions. We saw Tyreek hop up in a USA track and field race and basically be able to win it right there. Your thoughts when you saw Tyreek doing that and what you could do with it?
Nah, yeah, he got the track speed. I like me in the 40 though.
That's incredible. So the challenge has been drawn. You love to see it here on XFL Today. I want to ask you about the rules, man. Like that final 2 minutes of the game was some of the most entertaining football I've seen all year. But I want to know from your point of view, like, just tell me about the drama, the stress. What's it like as a player going through a 4th and 15 in those kind of situations?
No, yeah, watching that, yeah, it was definitely a nail biter. Because, they can get 2 scores real quick. Like, it's different than the onside kick. It's more possible to get, like, a 15-yard play. So it definitely was crazy when they got it. I was like, oh, boy, we might have to go to, like, overtime or something. But, nah, the defense hung in there and got a turnover. 3 wins in a row.
It's been great to watch this offense cook. With Ben, we had him on the show, and he talked about how in training camp he saw the wide receiver group really just stick out and make a lot of great plays. What's it like to be a part of a group like that, and what are you learning from this season that's really helped you improve as a player?
No, I'm just learning how to be like a professional. We got a lot of guys that played in the NFL and then competed at the highest level and did well in the NFL, so just learning from them and stuff like that has just helped me become a better professional.
So we got a question from Joey G over there in the chat. He's our YouTube guy, checking out what everyone is saying. Joey G, go ahead and holla at Jahcour real quick.
Jahcour, I'm here. I'm the resident idiot of the show. I'm here to make everybody else feel better about themselves. But there's one thing that I probably know is that your NCAA tournament bracket is probably in shambles. Am I wrong?
I didn't even try to make one because I already know how that goes.
Come on, don't lie. You took Purdue.
I might have took Purdue, but you know what I'm saying? My bracket over with.
Hey, Jahcour, we got our own bracket going on XFL Today. We're asking our fans what their favorite months are. So that leads me to my question to you. What is your favorite month of the year? Are you a beach June guy? Are you a October, hoodie and shorts kind of dude? What's your favorite month?
I'm gonna say April.
April, why?
April, okay.
Why?
April, because it's good weather. It's not too hot. It's not too cold. It's April. You know what I'm saying?
And where? Where when you say it's good weather, like where are you usually in April? Where are you from?
Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Oh, baby, your boy just got back from Florida. This tan is real, boy.
Hey, he always got a spray tan on. Today, it is.
He didn't need one. He didn't need one after Fort Lauderdale. April, what a pick. That's awesome.
Hey, Jahcour.
No, yeah, April.
But as I said, man, your story is really inspiring. If you were to have one thing that you want people to know about your story and how you've gotten to the point where you are right now, what would you want them to know?
I just want them to know that when you work hard, like, good things happen no matter what happens before. Like, you can always overcome any type of adversity. And I just want them to know that I'm a hard worker and I got a lot of passion for the game.
That's awesome, man. And that's what we love about the XFL. We want to see you all get an opportunity to go into the league. So we're cheering for you, buddy. Thank you for joining the show.
Thank you.
Nah, for sure. Thank you guys for having me.
No problem. Good luck the rest of the way. And Joey G, I want to know where April stands in the bracket because Jahcour may have just turned the tables right there.
April? Right? What an answer.
Thank you.
Hey, I hear Jahcour. Thanks, Jahcour. Hey, all right, we're going to go to our best month bracket. We got results for our first round, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Up first, October with the win. Over November at 54%.
So October beat November. Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
We're going down to the second grouping. December versus February. We have December. Shout out to our boy, Chris Claus, 66%.
Chris Claus.
Hey, that's our boy.
Okay.
Hey, you would know, Mr. Father of Two.
I got you.
April versus August. Our boy, Jahcour.
April beat August?
With 62%.
Who's voting for April? Tell me in the chat, where is the August stands?
August is where the football. There's no sports in April like
it's
that.
It's hot. The sun. We got the sun.
The damn Easter Bunny.
Oh, my God.
Hey, and our last one, March. March Madness. March. Not sadness, 88%.
March beat January. The fact that January is even on this list, I mean, let's be honest. January is the worst month of the year.
Why, you're not a turn up on New Year's kind of guy?
No, please. New Year starts December 31st, let's be honest.
Hey, we have our Elite Eight, so now I'm tossing it to you guys. You decide on these matchups. Scooby, we're going to start with you, May versus October.
All right, well, we got Halloween in October. You got to go with that. I mean, I like May because it starts to get a little warm, but we still got some things that we can rock in October. Get you a little trench coat. You can just wear a nice little long sleeve. It's not too hot, not too cold. It's just right. October?
October has Halloween, one of the greatest holidays of the entire year, okay? And also, October is really when it's like one of the busiest sports months of the entire year. So October has a lot going on.
All right, we're agreeing.
October it is. Arda, you're up, my friend. September versus December. Don't disrespect Chris.
Hold on a second, okay? December, first of all, we got Hanukkah, we got Christmas, we got Kwanzaa, we got the spirit of giving.
We're going with December.
Okay?
We're going with December. I'll tell you one thing.
September?
Christmas doesn't get better as you get older. It gets worse as you get older.
That's a very good point.
This is a tough matchup right here.
It's not tough. June, because I'm a June baby. We're going with June. Who cares about April? Yeah, apologies to Jahcour, but June is clearly better. That's when school is over. That's when summer begins. Everything is shiny in June.
You know what? That's a great point. That might be one seed thoughts as we go forward. The ending of school, that feeling is one of the greatest feelings in life.
And it was always around my birthday. It was amazing.
Oh, that's even better.
We got a June baby here too.
That's it.
Vote for June because of Skubie's birthday.
And Joe's. Arda, take us home.
July
versus
and March. I'm a hot weather guy, so I would go July here. But March also, I get the sports slant of it. But July, come on, the sun's out. You go to the beach.
Oh, skies out, thighs out, baby.
Come on.
Skies out, thighs out. We got our final four right here. I'm throwing these in the chat.
Okay.
We're gonna let the viewers decide what the best month is in our best month bracket on XFL Today.
I love it.
How's that sound?
That sounds amazing. I'm interested to see what they're going to be thinking. Winner, chicken parma.
Chicken palm dinner, baby. Hey. Get back to work.
All right, we're going to check the results later on in the show. We're going to keep this moving, but we do have a game coming up today. It is the Renegades versus the Brahmas. You see Hines Ward going in there. Both of these teams are going to need this win. Bob Stoops as well. This is two teams in the South. It's kind of like that Texas rivalry, Arda. So we're going to give you three things to know for this game, starting with QB play with Arlington. It has been bad, to say the least. They started the year with Drew Plitt, then they moved to Kyle Sloter. The last two games, neither has been good. Tonight, we don't know who's going to get the start, but Slaughter went for 205 yards and 3 interceptions last week versus St. Louis. Only QB to throw 3 interceptions this season. So I wouldn't have my hopes up too much, Arda. I don't know. Don't put money on them.
Okay.
Second thing to know, Renegades defense has been their calling card. It's been everything their offense hasn't been, but last week in the loss to St. Louis, they gave up 24 points, their most of the season. We'll see if they have a bounce-back week against the Brahmas, who have the second worst offense in the league behind Arlington. And then we just mentioned the Brahmas' offensive struggles, but it's in the second half where they've really struggled. The last 2 games, they've had just 6 total points in the second half. Against Seattle last week, they punted or turned the ball over on every single second half possession. They'll have their work cut out for them against the Renegades in this game, Arda. And I want to think that San Antonio can get this dub because of Hines Ward.
Yeah.
But he's a first-time coach going against Bob Stoops, who has experience as a head coach.
Yeah, experience counts a lot in that position as well. As a coach, you know what to do, you know what to look for, you know how to adjust. That's the big thing. Talk to a lot of coaches over the years, and they always say the ability to adjust and see what's happening on the field, that will always gain you that edge, that advantage over new-term coaches.
Yeah, and the San Antonio Brahmas made a change at their offensive coordinator position. Hines Ward clearly didn't like what was going on, so it's going to be interesting to see what is going to be done with that new look of their offensive coordinator. We saw it the other night with the Vegas Vipers. They changed their offensive coordinator, and they were able to get a lot of productivity with Luis Perez under center. I think maybe they should make a change at quarterback because Jahcour has not been playing that well either. But hey, Joey G, what's going on in the chat? Do we have any results from our votes?
Can we get here? Dig deep.
Okay,
Give me a gut feeling on which month.
This is what I'm saying, okay? October versus December, my gut's telling me December got the edge.
Okay.
June versus July, my gut's telling me July's got the edge.
And you, Skubie?
June.
Let one go from the parking lot.
I'm going June and December too. I got to stick with it.
We have final results, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's see it.
And we're coming over. We have June defeating July.
Okay.
We have December defeating October. And your winner of the best month bracket on XFL Today, shout out to Santa. Obviously, I can't write for crap. But we have December as the best month from the viewers.
Good choice.
They're right.
Good choice. You did it right. You did it right.
I don't understand why.
What's not to understand? All the holidays, the spirit of giving, the end of the year, everything is. You party at the end of the month.
There's snow. It's getting cold out, all right? You got to buy gifts for everybody if you're the adult. Maybe if you're like a little kid or something, you like December and Christmas because you're getting hooked up. But I'm losing money in December. That's all I know.
Because you can't hit an XFL bet. That's why you're losing.
Yeah, that's a good point.
That's
you
right.
need to go on vacation to a warm place in December. That's what you need.
All right, well, I did go to a warm place for vacation after I won on some XFL bets. Now let's check out the kickoff of this XFL game. We're going to have Arlington taking on San Antonio. We're taking you all the way there. Do we have video of it? Oh, no, we don't have the video of it quite yet. But you can still watch the game on ESPN+, so make sure you check it out then, and ESPN2 as well. We appreciate you for watching with us today, XFL Today. Much love to everybody in the chat. Joey, Arda, Skubie, Mageza, Chris, and everybody else that worked on the show. Much appreciated. Y'all enjoy the game. Peace.
Congrats, December!